I'm Kate.
And I'm Cheryl. And together we are
Fickle.
Stitches. And we're both hot and uncomfortable.
Yep.
You're welcome. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Cheryl.
We are Fickle Stitches. We are a cross stitch channel. We enjoy cross stitching a whole lot. And right now we are enjoying our ACs. Because somehow, some way, the Northeast and the East of North America is quite toasty warm.
Yes.
I don't mind heat. I'm not a fan of humidity, and yesterday it was just like walking outside in soup.
It wasn't humid yesterday. It was like, I just felt like I could bake lasagna in the mailbox.
Yeah. So we didn't go out a whole lot. We went out last night to a here's a blast from the past for you. So my elementary school that I went to and my brother went to were doing their grade 6 awards night. And one of the awards that they give out is named in honor of my father. And so they asked us to come, and give it out. And it turned out to be a kid we knew, which was cool. But I was like, this is why I didn't go out today, because my hair just went poof. It was bad. It's all good. We had a good time. It was a nice night, but it was hot. I don't know what else to tell you. What were we going to say? Oh, so to our lovely winners of our recent giveaways, we appreciate your patience. Kate has sent hers out. I have it in an envelope, and I will be putting it in the mail tomorrow. We apologize for the delay. Life has interfered with certain things. But we thank you all for watching. And, that's all I'm going to say. But you need to talk about what you've been up to this weekend.
The great, glorious cross-stitch migration.
Absolutely.
So Friday, I got up bright and early, drove to Rochester.
Yes.
And got to Hobby House right around 10:30, and got to meet EJ and Sheila and Deb of the Sunshine Stitchers, and they were with 3 other people in their stitching group, Colette, Sandy, and Miriam.
Nice.
Lovely women. I had a blast with them for 2 days. It was a lot of fun, a lot of enabling.
I'm shocked. You're ensconced in a well-stocked LNS for 2 days.
Yes, and people would come back to the table and be like, "Oh, look what I found for finishing," or somebody would be like, "They'd stand up and go, where is it?"
Right.
Off they'd wander.
That's funny. That's the best kind of enabling, though. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I
do have some pictures we can put in.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely do that. And we will put them in here.
Just Hobby House was really nice to us. They had, the tables set up, and they had beverages for us. And
oh, wow.
They had a charcuterie board for us.
Wow. Fancy.
Yeah. It was fancy. And that was Friday and Saturday. And they let us stay late on Friday after the store closed.
Nice.
And then Saturday, they bought us lunch from Panera.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
sorry.
Hobby House, if you have a group of stitchers who want to make an experience somewhere, Hobby House Needleworks, Pittsburgh, New York. Cannot recommend them more.
Yeah.
5 stars.
That's awesome. Yeah, especially if you have the space to do it, for sure.
Oh, and if you're coming from out of town, I believe David said the Hampton Inn and the Hilton Garden Inn have Hobby House rates.
Oh,
because
wow.
they do like 4 big retreats every year, and they bring hundreds of people in each time at a retreat.
Mm-hmm.
So the hotels have a discount rate.
That's
So
really good to know.
it would have been. I stayed at the Best Western. It's fine. It was for one night.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all fine.
I'm just sitting there thinking for me, if I ever to come to visit you, that wouldn't be a bad where to go.
No.
That's a little far away. But, well, anyways, that's another discussion. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I was fed pictures the entire weekend, and I was mad the entire time.
Yes, there was a couple times EJ would be like, "Take a picture, send it to Cheryl. Make her jealous."
It worked. It worked. I mean, we had the pleasure of meeting them. Well, one through their Flosstube, and EJ comes on Virtual Stitchers periodically, and that's how I've met her.
Yes.
And
She's the same in real life.
yeah, and
warm, friendly, funny.
Yeah. So when I heard they were going to be all in the same spot, I was like, yes. But it's good. I'm really glad you did that. And well, someday I'll meet them in person and send you pictures. Although probably you'll be there too.
Probably. If I can manage it.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, well, that's awesome. I'm glad you had a great time. And I do know that there was enough enabling to start things. So we might want to start with that on our stitching agenda today.
I have an unplanned start.
I love those. They're the best.
Totally enabled by Miss EJ.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. So Friday, and this wasn't even a pattern that was at the store. She found it online and was showing it to me. And I was like, I have never seen this pattern before. It's an Artsy Housewife pattern. And I was like, this is stunning.
Yes.
And she was looking at me. And I was like, fine. It's called, what is it called? A Study in Garden Fairies.
A Study in Garden Fairies. Okay.
Yep. And we'll insert a photo of what it's supposed to look like here.
Mm-hmm.
So that was Friday. I bought the pattern. Saturday morning, she had bought the pattern. We got the PDFs. And then I went around the store and kitted it up for both of us. And then we found fabric later and split the fabric and started it after lunch on Saturday.
There you go.
And we'll have a photo of where we got to with our 2 starts.
Yes.
I'll insert that here because I did get one taken. But I did work on it when I came home because I'm an overachiever. So this is from the Artsy Housewife. This is 157 by 247, which makes it a large. Of course it is.
I'm shocked.
So we both decided that we both have it on the same fabric. This is a 20 count, just the ticket by Tabby Cat. I don't know if it's Tabby Cat Designs or Dyers, or I'm not sure the last, but it's Tabby Cat.
Yeah.
I started this on Saturday, and I have put in 916, and I have a page finish.
Already, people. Already.
It's a small page.
Look, it's a page finish that counts.
4 full pages, and then there are 2 small bottom pages. So here's the 1 small bottom page.
I really, really like that fabric. That's a nice color.
Yes. So we were hunting up for 20 count because we didn't want it to be ginormous.
Yeah.
And yes, I could have positioned it better on the fabric. I'm in the wild, people, and I just went center. Good enough.
Don't expect perfection when you're stitching out in the wild.
I didn't think I was gonna, and it's not like I do ornaments or anything anyway with what I would cut off of it.
It's true. That's true.
That's true. So, yes. So she talked me into that.
Good job, EJ.
Thank you, EJ. And I did that knowing full well the next day I was planning to start a full coverage.
Of course you were. Yes.
That was planned. So on Sunday, I pulled out my Mother Earth from Stitches So Beautiful, artwork by Anna Diaz. Now I'm starting this pattern, and I did start this pattern with Carla, Stitch Me Sane, on Instagram in Flosstube. And Vicky Stitch and Button, she started Spring Splendor by the same artist. Similar design, different colors. So hers are more pastel-y, and mine are more autumnal. So here's a photo of what Mother Earth looks like.
And you said the designer was who?
Stitches So Beautiful.
Stitches.
And the artist, Stitches So, S-E-W.
Of course,
Beautiful.
yes.
And it's Anna, A-N-A, Diaz, D-I-A-S.
Okay, perfect.
I am stitching this on, it's this 400 by 400. I am stitching this on 20 count easy grid, and I have stitched on this a couple days, and I have, don't mock me for being an overachiever.
I've stopped. It's a given as far as I'm concerned. Oh, nice.
1,001 stitches.
Nice.
I'm not even at 1% yet, people. I'm at like 0.6 something.
Yeah, but 1,000 stitches in 2 days, people. I'm just saying. 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, I'm ecstatic for 1,000 stitches in a month. The way my life has been going lately.
So those are my starts.
Nice. Good job, lady.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 whips.
Okay, and I have 3.
Okay, let's show me a whip.
Okay. Give me a second here. Okay, so when we last filmed, I had just started working on Carolyn Manning's Opal. And I wanted to get a nice big chunk done. So this is what it looks like. I started it, this was like a birthday start, my 2021 birthday start. And yeah, and I really like it, even though it's pastels. I'm all right with that because it looks like my rings. Okay, and I'm doing this on 22 count Heimdallr 1/1. I'm using the call for DMC. And did I remember to mark this? Oh God, please tell me I remember to mark.
I thought you did.
I thought I did too, but I don't know where. Any hoodle. This is what it looks like now after 1,200 stitches.
Yay!
So I filled in around, basically I did, like this motif around and around. And so it's really starting to look fantastic. I'm doing a center start out just because it's Kaleidoscope and it's a repeating. So I thought it would be fun to do it that way. Go from the center and work out this way. So yeah, so I'm really pleased with how far I was able to get on this. I really like the colors. And so for a bunch of, at the beginning of the year we talked about our yearly goals, and I identified some projects that I had started before I did my big birthday Startapalooza. And the larges in that list. And so my main focus this year is touch as many projects as I can, but put a lot of focus on those ones in particular. So I was trying to get at least 750 to 1,000 stitches, and so I met my goal for that. So I'm happy about that.
Yay!
Yay! So there you go. And now your turn.
Okay. This next one is Aragorn. This is a pattern from Thread Geeks. Artist is Will Shrikey. Here's a photo of what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing this on 16 count pearl from Mystic Fabrics. And I stitched 704 stitches and just trying to move it along.
Nice. Working on the arm and shoulder.
I think we're still at the bottom. I
Oh.
don't think I'm up to the arm and the shoulder yet.
Oh, I was trying to be optimistic.
No. No, because it goes all the way up.
Oh, right. I forgot.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
Do I do anything but?
Very few.
Correct. This next one is my daily stitching Solstice.
Okay.
From Paine Free Crafts. Artist is Ann Stokes. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm going to tell you guys that I did not stitch on this every day this month.
Mm-hmm.
I have skipped, but in the spirit of transparency, I've definitely done the stitches. If I had done it every day,
Yeah.
I made up for them.
Yeah.
So this last time period, I have stitched 1,631, and here's where it's at.
Oh, it looks so good. So good. So this weekend, I've been watching this series on a channel that we get called Landscape Artist of the Year. And the final landscape they did on the finale for this particular year was Stonehenge, and I thought of that. And I'm like, Kate's is better. I like it at that one's at night with the the sun rising, and so this was like it was a rainy cloudy day, and it was like that looks bleh. Bring out Kate's.
That's funny. All right. This next one is Shrubbery from Forbidden Fiber Company.
Shrubbery.
Here's a photo of what it looks like. I bought the kit. This was their pattern for Monty Python's 50th anniversary of the Holy Grail.
Yay!
So I'm using the called for threads because they came in the kits, and the called for fabric because it came in the kits.
Yes.
It's 16 count conservatory. And I have stitched 1,661, and here's where it's at.
Ooh.
And I'm getting to start smelling the finish.
Yeah, you are. That looks great.
I mean, I'm almost to his face, the big guy here.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another one of these guys. There's two of these little ones, and then there's a whole bunch more knees.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to ask a dumb question. In those big fill-in spaces with overdyed thread, do you do one at a time?
One at a time.
Ooh, okay.
Can you see the variation?
Yeah. But it was modeled enough that it didn't look stripy, so that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Very good. Cool.
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on if I think it's modeled enough.
Mm-hmm.
Because there were a couple in the Imperium stitch along that I didn't think were modeled enough, and I just didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, for me it's situational too. Yeah, for sure.
And then I'm going to show one more.
Okay, sounds good.
Just plugging along on Heimdallr from Carolyn Manning Designs. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm doing this on 16 count antique white Ada. And I stitched 532 stitches, and I found the edge.
Yes, you did. Ooh, so good. I really like that one. Mm-hmm.
Just plugging it along.
Yep.
All right, Cheryl, show us another whip.
Well, apparently, Carolyn Manning is our other unofficial sponsor of Fickle Stitches. 'Cause I did another Carolyn Manning this month. I worked on Tidepool. Here it is. With StitchCon going on, and in honor of you started this when we met each other in person at StitchCon in 2022. So the next year I started on its birth date. So I missed the actual birthday by one day because I lost track of time, but oh well. So on this one, I'm working it like Kate is, doing the diamonds first. So there you go. And basically what I put in is this diagonal strip here.
Pretty.
So there you go. Right now, I could have gone and done more, for sure. But I am trying to touch as many of my projects as I can this year, and I'm behind schedule. So I wanted to put in. My goal was at least 300 stitches, which I got, and so I decided to move on. But it's one of those. Every time I do this, every time I touch something, I'm like, oh, I wish I could spend more time on it. But
yes,
because I got in a groove, and then there are other ones where I'm like, I'm so glad I made my 300 stitches, and off I go. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm already starting to start thinking about next year's stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, it's scary. We are in the near the end of June, which means we're at the halfway point, and it's like, okay, what's working, what's not. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. All right. I haven't been telling you if it was for temperature stitching or categories, or just because I don't know what any of these are for.
Okay.
So I think this next one is Shores of Hawthorne Hollow. I think that was a category.
Yeah.
This is Carriage House Samplings. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm doing it on 20 count vintage country mocha. All of a sudden, I have a lot of crap on 20 count. Huh. And I stitched 678 stitches, and I got the block completely finished that I was working in.
Oh, nice.
So that's 4 blocks done, people. That means I am a third finished.
That's awesome.
Third.
That's awesome.
Okay. This next one I meant to have way more progress, but this is not fun right now, people.
Oh.
This is Wonders of the Night Sky by Climbing Goat Designs.
Oh.
Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm doing it on 16 count black Ada. I did a piddly 240 stitches in on it. And hang on.
It looks really good. I know it hurts, but it looks really good.
Okay, that's where I was working with the constellations and the Milky Way section.
Yeah.
It is so fiddly. It's just not even funny.
Yeah. I understand.
I'm still going to try to give it one more day this month.
Right.
Okay, this next one, I did it, people. Extraordinary Bird Stitch Along by LolaCrow. I finished the frame.
Yay!
I'm doing this on 16 count Darling from Fortnite Fabrics, and I stitched 1,433 to finish the frame.
That looks so good.
Did I start any of the other stuff? No, but I finished the frame.
The frame, people. Just focus on the frame. Yeah, that's fantastic.
I'm only a month late to the party.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We're all fine, people.
Absolutely.
We're fine here.
Nice.
That was a stitch that never ended. And one more.
Okay.
And then I did. This was for a category. I think this was a category, and it was also I had to finish its yearly goal.
Right.
Because I was stupid and chose 2,500 stitches on all of my projects.
Yes, you did.
You see the smile on my face? Yeah. All right. So this is Halloween Quaker from Lila's studio. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm doing this on 16 count The Howling from Be Stitch Me, and I stitched 930 stitches, and it has met its goal for the year. That's
awesome.
Where we're at.
Awesome. Anyway, you can finish off that P?
No, because there's something in the middle of that P.
Okay, I take it back. I take it back.
Pretty sure that there is a witch hat that comes up through that P, and the O is the witch's face in Halloween.
Yes, okay, that makes perfect sense. It just screamed at me, that's all. Like, literally screamed.
I stitched it as charted, Miss Cheryl. Ugh. All right, show me another web.
Okay. Okay, so then I worked on this was a category for me. I can't remember which one. Probably samplers. I pulled out this one. This is there, Country Poppies by Cedar Hill. It is an oldie but goodie. So oldie that the pattern is hand drawn.
Ugh.
Which is tricky because the symbols aren't uniform, which is hard for my poor brain. However, I'm doing it on 32 count oatmeal even weave. Again, an oldie but goodie in my stash. And I'm using the called for threads. And this is what it looks like so far. Woo. There we go.
Pretty.
So I was able to finish the first poppy, and then I did the lettering on from P. P was already there, so anything to the right of the P was, or O, doesn't matter. So yeah, so there you go. Again, this was another one I was like, I could just keep going on this, but I got my 300-ish stitches in and I'm moving on. So there you go.
Okay.
But I really like it. You know, I always pat myself on the back when I pick something. I was like, you know, this is one I really want to start for one of my birthday starts. And it hasn't disappointed. You know, it's something you've wanted, you know, it's something you've wanted to, you know, stitch on for a while, and it's like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I hope for. So anywho, there you go. So those are my whips, and we'll just keep on going with yours.
Yep. All right, this next one is Dog's Day Out from the Crossed Wing collection. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I am doing mine on 16 count Gossamer from Picture This Plus. And I stitched 245 stitches on this. This is temperature stitching. And I started up in the leaves on this tree. So here's where it's at.
Nice.
And I owe it another 100 stitches for temperature stitching for this month. So I'll go back up in the leaves. Once again, I do believe this is going to be a finish this year.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is. So I'm on the 5th tree. There is one more tree that I haven't started on. So, and 4 dogs.
Nice.
And a couple birds. And a border.
And a tree. And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a pear tree. Yep. Yep.
Yes.
All right. So this last week, before I went to Rochester, I had messaged Kevin from Akio Whip because he had said if anybody's stitching Poltergeist Pirates and wants to be included in our monthly video chat where we stitch on it, you know, let us know. So I let him know, and I got included in the group and got invited to the video chat and had a lovely time. It was Kevin and Erica and Lynn X Stitches. Everybody else had something else going on that night, but it's fine. Oh, actually, Bobby from Pumpkin Creek Primitives. Pretty sure her dog went into labor that night.
Oh dear.
And had 10 puppies by the morning.
I think I saw the picture, and the puppies are adorable.
They are. They're very adorable. So this is Poltergeist Pirates. Find Glendon Place. I'm doing this on 16 count Bang from Crossed Wing Collection. It is the called for. And I'm doing it with the Sullivans, which is the called for, which we have that discussion every single week. I stitched 324. Now this is deceptive 324 because 194 of that 324 had to be stitched twice.
No. Oopsie.
Because I can't read a pattern.
Oh, but it looked.
So I was stitching along, enjoying the group, yada, yada, yada. I got to the top of the mast. I went to put the third color in the mast and then went, nothing's lining up. What did I do?
Yeah.
So I sat there and looked at it and realized, way down at the bottom of the mast, I was supposed to jig in and not go straight.
Oh. That is kind of critical. Sorry about that.
And I had to rip all of the 194 stitches out. And then I stitched it all back in. And then went past it. Everybody else had finished the video call, but I stayed up a couple more hours because I was annoyed.
Yep.
I was mad at it. It's getting there.
Well, there you go.
Right. This next one is a finish for now. I worked on this at Hobby House on Friday. This is the Great Outdoors Summer Band Sampler. We're not going to put a picture in because it's a mystery stitch and there's 2 more parts. This is by Stitch and Cabin Co. I'm doing this on 16 count Elixir from XJU Designs. And I stitched 664 stitches. And I filled in around the foxes with the green.
Yes.
I just sat there. I didn't even have to look at a pattern. I just went from, one side of the row to the other.
Nice.
Around the foxes. It was lovely, sit and chat stitching.
Yeah, for sure.
You cannot mess this up.
She says confidently.
I did not mess it up. And then I also worked on Anzac. This is by Long Dog. Here's a photo of what it looks like. I'm doing mine on 16 count sampler gold by Color and Cotton. Mine is stitched with DMC 823, 500, and then, yeah, I don't remember the rust color.
Mm-hmm.
But New Zealand's in green, Australia's going to be in the rust, and everything else is in the blue.
Right.
And I stitched 531 stitches, and I have finished the bottom 4 pages.
Look at that.
Look at how pretty it looks.
It's super pretty. Super pretty.
I'm very happy with this. So that's all my stitching for the last 2 weeks, and that was 11,490.
That's excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Good job.
Ah.
You tired?
I am.
Yes, I can imagine. Oh, very, very good. Okay. Well, that's a nice little whip pile for everyone to enjoy.
It is.
So, would you like to talk about some plans?
We could do plans. We've got a couple things we need to talk about.
Okay.
Well, Whippagories for July.
Yes.
Whipco for July.
Yes.
All right.
How do you want to start? I have the categories here.
All right, so let's start talking about the categories.
Okay, so these are the Whippagories that Sammy J, Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, picks and sends out close to this time every month. And we use them for fun prompts to just move us along on some stuff. And so the first one has a border. And did you want to talk about what have you picked what you're going to do?
I think it's going to be Noon Basket.
Oh, that is a good border. So
a lot more work.
Yeah, absolutely. It is that border is a lot of work. So just to make life difficult for myself, I've decided that this is going to be Christmas in July. So all of my prompts that I pick are going to be Christmassy related. And so the first one I've picked is In the Bleak Midwinter by I do this every time. Park Hopper Bart. There you go, Bart. Sorry, bud. And because it's one of my favorite Christmas carols, and I'm also stitching it in honor of my grandmother because he released it. Anyways. So I'm going to work on that. So the second one is a small.
I don't have a small. I have to use my piece that is my, in case nothing fits, break the glass.
Right.
And that's frozen.
Yeah.
Which I'm not mad at because it needs some work.
I was going to offer to send you a bunch to try.
No.
I knew it would fly about us.
I have a bunch of patterns that are smalls. I do.
Okay.
I don't know if anything's really kitted up and ready to go. I don't want to start. Well, I'm going to have another start, but
yeah,
I don't want to start a small just to fill a category.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time. I was just going to send you one of my whips, let alone starting something. Okay, so what I've decided to work on is Winter Cardinal Etching. It's from a magazine.
Heart in Hand?
What? I'm pretty sure it's Heart in Hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitching magazine, and I do also believe that she released it later on as a separate.
Bought it.
Yeah.
At Hobby House.
Yeah, it's really good.
She had them as a set of 4.
Yeah, There was a series that she released because PMPS comes out 4 times a year, so she had one in each, and yeah, they're really good. So I made it for a friend of, actually she was a coworker, and I loved it so much I'm going to make it for myself. So I thought that was a good one to work on because I haven't touched it in a long time, which I'm shocked. So there you go.
Talking.
The next one is more than 30 colors.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that one.
Yes. Okay. For me, I will be working on Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, number 4 is full coverage.
The one I just started, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is going to be my July daily stitching.
Ooh, good idea.
I'm
good.
subbing it in. I'm just like, I need to, and then I'll put it away after that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
To the other two.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just a little break between the ones that you've been doing up until this point.
A break from them, and I don't know how you guys feel when you start something. Sometimes you just want to be like, "Ooh, I want to stitch this. I want to stitch this. I want to stitch this."
Yeah. Yeah. And especially with the full coverage, you want to get a good start on it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I will be working on some of the My Mysterious Christmas project. I have 2 I can work on that have been started. I also plan on making sure the rest, there's 6 or 7 more parts that need to be started, and I plan on starting them this month. So I haven't started a thing all year, but these are going to get done. So, okay, and they are full coverage. And the last one is Stitcher's Choice.
Borealis Fox.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It still needs a ton of stitches on it.
Yeah. And I've doing it's called 'Tis the Season Cardinal. It's in Blackbird Designs, one of the Blackbird Designs Christmas books. Actually, that's so funny. I do believe I bought the threads for that at while we were at
Keepsakes?
No, I didn't buy it there. Matt did. Matt got his there for it while we were at Keepsakes that weekend. So there you go. But yeah, that's 'Tis the Season Cardinal. So yeah, so remember last month where I was, stressing a little bit that I am behind on, my stitching, and you just said, well, why don't you just put a pin in it and start fresh and maybe go back if you can. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. If I do want to stitch some Christmassy things, and if I think I'm just going to put a pin in what I was able to get done and what I wasn't able to get done before now and just start fresh. So we'll see how much, if I have any room, I might go back and try to catch a couple things up, but we'll see. Okay. So that's my plan.
Fair enough.
So for Whipco this year, I pick mine. So I actually misspoke earlier. One of my Whipco choices is 'Tis the Season, which we just talked about. And I'll also be doing some extra time on Santa in the Forest. Stitcher's Choice is actually Pomegranate Santa.
Okay.
There you go. All right, so now that's all clear.
Okay.
Okay, so Whipco for you.
My Whipco number 12 was Jackie from X's and Hoes.
Yes.
And she chose Moonlight Sampler.
That's a nice one. Yeah.
I'm going to try to get another page finish on it.
Yeah. That'll be good.
And then number 2 Is somebody named Cheryl?
Oh, it's me?
It's you.
Ooh, what to choose? I'll think about it. I will announce it at the end of this. Do you have parameters?
Not my daily stitching.
Oh, no. All right, you go ahead and talk about... We'll move on. Is there any other plans you have?
Yes. I will be starting this coming weekend. I believe it's Sunday, whatever time we're allowed to start after I get a password. The Frogwarts Year 6 band sampler.
Right.
And then the following week I'll be at Frogwarts, but we will film before I go to Frogwarts.
Gotcha.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
Because it starts Wednesday night. And we would film Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
So.
Very good.
But I will be starting the band sampler before.
Right. Okay, cool.
Not that I have a chance in hell of finishing it during the retreat and earning 100 house points. It's like 11,000 stitches. And yes, I know. I can stitch 11,000 stitches in 2 weeks.
But on one thing? I
don't want to stitch it on the same thing.
No. Mm-mm.
That's not fun.
No. No, it's not.
For me, it's not fun. Anybody who's monogamous, you have a weird brain. I can't do it. Cross stitch slut. I need to keep switching.
Yes. I've picked one.
Oh, wow, that didn't take long.
Yep.
Is this your final answer? Are you sure this is your final answer?
Yes. But I can't remember. I'm going to say it and you can tell me if it's one that you are not working on this year. Moon Deer.
No, I'm working on Moon Deer.
And Star Dragon. Which one have you not worked on very much this year?
Star Dragon's not an active whip, so it would have to be Moon
Deer. Okay. I figured that there was something with one of them. Okay. Moon Deer, please.
Okay. You got it.
Thank you.
Back to 20 count. 8. I'm doing so much on 20 count. Awesome. I think that's it for my plans.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
And then there's the haul. Yes, I'm ready.
In honor, in memoriam to the great Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. I'm picking up floss and notions, but my stash is big as the ocean, full Wegman's bag. Wegman's bag of acquisitions.
Very nice, Cheryl. I really like that one.
I went off tune there halfway through, but that's okay. May you rest in peace, Brian Wilson.
Yes. All right. Well, it's fall, but I'm going to start with some Stitchy Kindness.
Nice.
A couple things. So I got up from the table to go to the bathroom and found patterns on the way to the bathroom that I had never seen before. And
at Hobby House.
At Hobby House.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. EJ ripped them out of my hands and bought them for me.
Oh, how sweet.
So this is Crafty Cats by Counting Puddles.
Oh.
It has a couple specialty stitches.
So cute.
It is. And that is actually a small. It is 90 by 106.
Again, we dispute what small is, but that's okay.
Yes. And then I have Frolicking Foxes by Counting Puddles.
Oh, look. Oh, it's jumping. I love it.
Again, it has some specialty stitches. And then, so that was Friday. And then when I came back Saturday, she had asked them to see if they had the variegated floss.
Oh, nice.
they've got 2 out of the 3 they had in their stock. Yes. So that was that. It was very nice. Now this one could be Stitchy Kindness for you.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't have to be if you don't like it.
Okay.
It was they gave Hobby House Press. This is the very first pattern they designed, and the owner designed it, and she gave it to us all for free for being, such good customers.
Nice.
And it is called Prancer.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. I know darn well this is not my cup of tea, and I'm not going to stitch this. I took it because I'm like, it's got a reindeer on it. Sure, there's 50% chance Cheryl's going to want this.
Yes. That you should have knocked that up to a good 85%.
Okay. 84 by 104.
Again.
So, small.
That's a small. Thank you, Kate.
You're welcome. Okay, Hobby House.
And Hobby House.
Oh, I didn't even open this package. And when you open packages on the air, I use a scissors.
Don't look. Don't look.
I'm bragging on EJ for not being able to open the package the other time. Okay. So, I got from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery, I got the wolf.
Oh, so good.
With the floss.
With the floss.
Well, the specialty floss.
Yes.
This is so good.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think this would look good on like the same blue that the winter ones are on the other one.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I'm really thinking about that. And because I had to have a stench stack.
That's adorable.
It's adorable.
Love it.
It is adorable. So cute. So cute. These are small. I have a bunch of these.
Yeah.
I've never started one yet.
Oh,
but I have a bunch of these. It's 54 by 90.
The song says our stash is as deep as the ocean. I'm just saying.
My little Hobby House bag.
Nice.
Of stuff I bought. I bought a little magnetic needle case.
Ooh, pretty. Very pretty.
And then on the inside, there's the same thing.
Nice.
Oh. Just some regular DMC that I needed for kits. I don't buy these, and I bought them. I bought a Mill Hill Buttons and Beads Haunted Graveyard.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Did you see the Autumn Moose?
I don't remember it. Is that on the back of that?
It is.
Flip it around for me, please.
I don't know if you can see it. It's so small.
Yeah, but that's good. Is that this year?
2024.
Oh, last year. Okay.
Yeah. And then Icelandic horses.
Oh, yes. Nice.
Yep. Like I said, I don't normally stitch them. But I did buy one of those Ukrainian magnetic frames, so...
Oh, you did?
I did, a while ago.
I need to get myself one of those.
So I'm going to have to do that. And I don't remember what floss I got. Somewhere I have a list of everything. That's my stash.
Nice. Good haul.
I did, it hasn't come yet, I did buy Summer Court from Forbidden Fiber Co.
The other unofficial sponsor of this Flosstube channel.
3 down, 4 to go.
Yeah, that's right. Oh gosh. I've been amusing myself while I was on my trip, and now that I'm home, I've been rereading the Empyrean, Iron, Fourth Wing, and etc. And to pick out quotes for if I want to switch them out from the Empyrean Zal, then I'm going to start it. So there you go. Yeah.
I have very strong feelings on what the Night Court pattern needs to look like. It needs to look like the mountains with the stars, and it needs to have the quote to all the dreamers.
Yes, it does.
It just does.
Yeah, we'll see. That one isn't out yet, though.
No, they're coming out like every couple months. There's one, which is good because I don't need to be buying one every single month.
Yeah, yeah, and you can get them as they also offer yarn in under those themes too. Yeah, so which is cool. So, all right then. Well, I'm going to go and soothe my jealousy somehow, some way. But
can I recommend cross stitch?
Yes, I think I'm going to go do that. Yes, thank you. Thank you again for your likes and subscribes and comments. We appreciate that. We really do. We've been it just seems like lately we're meeting more and more, or talking to more and more people who have seen us or heard of us, and that's really kind of fun and scary at the same time. You're really watching us, which
bizarre.
It's a little tripsy for us. But again, we really do enjoy meeting you. Thank you so much. And thank you for spending some of your precious time interacting with our videos. So thank you so much. And I think that's it. Yeah.
So is it going to be 3 years in July?
I think so.
I
think so. I know. It's like, oh, I'm looking. I didn't write down the actual date. That wasn't smart of me. You've got the date somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 2022. So yeah, it will be.
To 2023 to 2024 to 20.
The actual
3 years.
The actual date was what? When in
July 23rd.
July 23rd.
And you were working on, I wrote down Santa and Sea View of Cliffs.
I'm looking.
And I was working on Hyperborea, the Nordic Band Sampler, Aurora, Temperature Butterflies, and Supernatural. Those are all finished.
Mine are not. So yeah, that's kind of crazy. So in a couple of weeks, that will be our 3rd birthday. Flossiversary. Actually, in a month. So there you go. Well, that's kind of fun. We'll have to sit here and dream up something fun for that. So keep an eye. Keep an eye out. So anyways, we just want to say thanks again, and enjoy cross stitching. Happy stitching, everyone.
Happy stitching.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.